Today I'm doing a deep dive into the 2024 presidential elections. This video is on the state of Oklahoma. Oklahoma, a state in the midwestern part of the United States. It is typically a Republican state and is expected to be a Republican state once again in 2024. However, it's a state that I feel does not get a super ton of attention at the national level, so I feel it's very, very important and worth going over in today's video. The state of Oklahoma in 2020 had Donald Trump win the state by 33.1% margin of victory. In 2016, it was won by Donald Trump again by 36.4% margin of victory. And in 2012, it was won by Mitt Romney, the Republican nominee for president, by 33.5% of the vote. Now looking at 2024, Donald Trump currently in the polling average from RCP has 56% of the vote. Kamala Harris currently has 40% of the vote. Looking at the national vote for these elections, in 2020, Joe Biden won the popular vote in 2020 by 4.4%, Hillary Clinton by 2.1% in 2016, and in 2012, Barack Obama won it by 3.9%, giving an average margin of popular vote result of 3.5%. However, that is worth noting, as of today, I'm recording this video, Kamala Harris only leads the national vote by 1.7%, which would be significantly behind both 2020 and 2012, and 0.4% behind Hillary Clinton in 2016, where she lost a narrow election to Donald Trump on the Electoral College. Harris is currently running behind all three of them. As for Oklahoma's votes compared to the national vote, in 2020, taking into account the national vote numbers, this would mean Oklahoma voted 37.5% more Republican than the popular vote of the United States. In 2016, Oklahoma voted 38.5% more Republican than the national vote of the United States. And in 2012, Oklahoma voted 37.4% more Republican than the national vote of the United States, leading to an average across the last three elections of 37.8% of the vote more Republican than the national popular vote of the nation. Oklahoma statewide for the presidential forecast is pretty much complete agreement from the pollsters that I am using. Rulker Politics has it solid for Trump. Sabados Crystal Ball has it safe for Trump. Inside Elections solid for Trump. Decision Desk HQ in the Hill safe for Trump. And Cook Political Report solid for Trump. Really not too much questioning how this state is going to go come election night. And seeing as Oklahoma is such a Republican state, there aren't really too many counties that I'm focusing on in the state. The top counties I found three counties I'm particularly watching. The first is Oklahoma County. This is where Oklahoma City is. This is, of course, the capital of the state, biggest city in the state. This is one I'm watching because in 2012, Mitt Romney won it by 16.7%. 2016, it was won by Trump by 10.5%. And then in 2020, it was only Trump 1.1%. This is what I'm watching for as one of the only potential flips in the state of Oklahoma. And as when I'll show you when we go to the map itself, every county in Oklahoma voted for Donald Trump in 2020 and 2016. 2024 in Oklahoma City, this might be the one chance for a Democratic county in Oklahoma. So this is one I'm watching very, very closely, and this will be certainly a very interesting one to watch. In Tulsa County, big surprise here, this is where the city of Tulsa is. And in 2012, Romney won it by 27.4, 2016, 22.8 for Trump, and 15.6 in 2020. It continues to be a safe Republican county, but as you can tell, election after election, that Republican margin gets smaller and smaller. I don't think in 2024 it's going to drop below 10% margin for Donald Trump, but I think this could be one of future elections that Tulsa County may start getting under 10% of the vote, potentially by 2028 to 2026, depending on the election. So that's one I would keep an eye on for future elections, but for now, I don't think it's too much of a concern. It may hurt Trump's numbers a little bit when it comes to the total statewide vote, but in terms of losing the county, I don't think he's in much danger there. In Cleveland County, this is where the city of Norman is. In 2012, Romney won it by 25.9%, Trump won it by 21.7% in 2016, and 14.1%. This county dropped about 7% of the vote from 2016 to 2020 for Donald Trump. Kind of similar to Tulsa. I don't think Trump really is in much danger of losing this county in 2024. However, the margins that it might go down by might get under 10%, which at that point could become a potential problem in future elections in Oklahoma. Looking at the statewide map in 2020, Trump got 65.4% of the vote. Biden got 32.3% of the vote. Tulsa got 56.5 for Trump, 40.9 for Biden. Oklahoma, 49.2 for Trump, 48.1 for Biden. In Cleveland, 55.7 for Trump, 41.6 for Biden. Lots of red, as I mentioned, across the entire state. Trump won every single county and is looking like he may be able to do that again in 2024, pending how the county of Oklahoma and Oklahoma City goes. 2016, very similar map. Trump versus Clinton, 65.3 for Trump, 28.9 for Clinton. Tulsa, 58.4 for Trump, 35.6 for Clinton. Oklahoma City, 51.7 for Trump, 41.2 for Clinton. And Cleveland County, 57.1 to 35.5. Lastly, in 2012, Mitt Romney versus Barack Obama. Every single county was won by Romney in the safe column, 63.7 in Tulsa, 36.3 for Obama. Romney got 58.3 in Oklahoma City, 41.7 for Obama. Cleveland, 63-37, Romney over Obama in that county. Not much of a surprise here. Oklahoma, very much more of a safe Republican state back in 2012. Again, likely going to be a safe Republican state once again in 2024. Looking at the different parties and how the projected vote might be in election night, there really hasn't been too much of a difference, actually, in Oklahoma across the last 3 elections. In 2020, Trump got 65.4% of the vote. 2016, he got 65.3%, so only a difference of 0.1% of the vote. And in 2012, Romney got 66.8% of the vote, conducting a range here of the high minus the low, taking that number, adding and subtracting to the highest and total and lowest totals. We have a low of 63.8 for Trump on the low end on the Republican side and a high of 68.3. Very confident, barring a massive polling miss, the numbers will fall between 63.8 and 68.3. The average vote across the last 3 elections for Trump, or for the Republicans, is 65.8%. On the Democratic side, Joe Biden in 2020 got 32.3%. 2016, Hillary Clinton got 28.9%. And in 2012, Barack Obama got 33.2%. That is a range on the low end of 24.6%, a high end of 37.5%, with the average vote percentage of 31.5% across the last 3 elections. As for my prediction statewide, I have Donald Trump winning the state of Oklahoma in its 7 electoral votes, unsurprisingly, with 65.1% of the vote to Harris's 32.9%. And this is where I talked about Oklahoma City. I think Kamala Harris will be able to flip that county on election night, and that will be enough to boost her numbers in the state by about 0.6% from Biden's numbers in 2020. Trump, however, goes down 0.3% of the vote from 2020 to 2024. However, he still holds a 32.2% margin of victory in the state, a complete landslide in such a heavy Republican state, going down just a bit, but not anything really significant for this election. And looking at the electoral map right now, Kamala Harris has 97 electoral votes, Donald Trump has 60. As I've done more and more videos, especially the middle part of the country, Kamala Harris got up to an early advantage with the Democratic states of Washington, Oregon, and California. And as I've done more Midwestern states and Western states in the country, Trump has started to catch up. And in the state of Texas coming up next, something tells me Trump may be getting a pretty big number of electoral votes added to his column. But Texas may also be more competitive than you might think. So make sure you stay tuned for that video. That'll be coming out very, very soon, right after this video. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Please enjoy this preview I have for my 2024 full election night prediction. So far, there have not been many surprises yet on election night. Everything has gone pretty much how we expected it to. The 8 p.m. poll closings on the East Coast will be the first potential real test on if there will be any surprises and things will be shaken up. At 8 p.m., we have several states with their polls closing, including some very important key states which may have very important electoral significance. The states with poll closings right now are Alabama, Connecticut, Delaware, Washington, D.C., Florida, Illinois, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Mississippi, Missouri, New Hampshire, New Jersey, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, and Tennessee. Let's take a look at the projections we can make at this time. Oklahoma and its 7 electoral votes have been won by Donald Trump. That will do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to give it a like. And if you really liked it, please remember to click the subscribe button. And make sure you turn post notifications on so you always get notified when I post a new video. That way you never miss one. Also, please remember to share this video with your friends and family if you really like the video. And remember to stay tuned because I'll be posting at least one video every single day leading up until Election Day. So I'd really appreciate it if you keep coming back and watching those videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in a future video.